Really often. Okay, guys. Hi, everybody. Well, today, according to what we talked last class, I'm going to make kind of, not break, but it's a kind of parenthesis in our program. And I would like to review the pronunciation of VDs in the past tense of regular verbs. According to what you told me, you have never studied that. Is that possible? Haven't you ever studied that or practiced that with a teacher?
No.
Maybe we practice, but not a serious way. Like I think I studied that in school when in English.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't like English when I was in school, so I didn't take that seriously. And then I learned English in like series and reading comics. So maybe that's the case of
no pronunciation practice there.
Yeah, I never learned like
Never learned.
good
Okay.
English.
Okay, well, we're going to start with that part. I mean, I will, first of all, before watching a video about it, I would like to give a general explanation of the thing. Let me, how can I, let me see, wait a minute. I am trying to see how to use, I can't use the annotations if I don't share, wait. No, I'm going to use the chat first, okay? Because it's much easier, the chat box. Well, as you know, I mean, most verbs are regular verbs. That means that the difference between the present and the past is the ending. Like, I don't know, look in present, right? The past tense is looked. Yeah. Most verbs are in this group of regular verbs. Now, there are also some adjectives. I mean, like, I don't know, bored, like interested, etc., that also end in ed. Now, the thing is how to pronounce this. Actually, this ed, this ending, may have three different ways to be pronounced. One is like a D. When I write these slashes, that means they are sounds, not letters, okay? So one possibility is to pronounce like that, like a D. Another one, another possibility is to pronounce it like T. And the other possibility is to pronounce it like id. Now, when do you pronounce one way or the other? Let me see. Let me find an example. For example, if you have the word, okay. If you have this word, played, it's important to pay attention to the last sound before the ed. In this case, with the verb play, the last sound is E. If you prolong that sound, E, I will teach you a method that is it's absolutely empirical, okay? Can you see my face and my neck, my fingers?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to produce the last sound, E. E. If I put my finger here, E, I can feel some vibration here. Try it. E, there is a vibration. Can you feel it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
all the time. Sorry. Okay.
It was a yes.
Yes. Okay. So when that happens, when the last sound is, produces vibration, then the pronunciation of that ed is like a D. So actually you pronounce that like played. Yeah. Let me think of another example. Let me see. Preferred, prefer, the same. So what you pronounce is preferred. Okay, do you understand it? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that is the first group. The second group is the opposite. For example, the word look. Here, if you put, check the last sound before the ed. It's a sound you
That
produce.
means
I'm sorry?
there are no rules on it, right? It's just
Yeah,
you have to get used to it.
The rules is the ones I'm giving you.
Ah, okay. The
Those are
sound
the
ones?
rules.
Like
Yes.
if
I am, sort of translating quotation marks, the rules, the theoretical rules into practical rules. Yeah?
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So, looked, look, the pronunciation, sorry, not the pronunciation, the sound, the last sound is produced with your lips, but it's here. There is no vibration there. So in that case, the pronunciation is like a T. So you pronounce this. Looked. Yeah. Another example, for example, the word, if you think about wash, same. So the pronunciation is washed. Okay. Finally, the last group is, well, it's easy because it's the ones that cannot fit in the previous two groups. All the verbs ending in t or d. For example, the verb want. The last sound is a T, so it's impossible to add another T because no difference between present and past, and no possibility to pronounce a T with a D together. So there is another way to do that, that is wanted. In that case, you pronounce wanted. Yeah. Another example, the word decide, for example. Decide, the last sound is a D, the same thing. You have to decide it. In that case, you also add id. Okay? So, how to decide when to pronounce D, T, or id is definitely determined by the previous sound. If the previous sound has a voice, that is a name when there is vibration here, then you produce a D. In this group, you have all the vowel sounds, sonidos vocálicos, okay? And several other consonants also. D. When the sounds are voiceless or are mute, as this is the name, when there is no vibration, in that case, you pronounce it like a T. All the sounds like sh, p, k, etc. And finally, all the words, when the previous sound is a T or a D, you pronounce it id. As you can see, there is no other way to pronounce that. You never pronounce id, like bored, interested, no. Id is one thing. Okay, any questions about it? Crystal clear? I would like to show you a video for you, but the video is a bit more theoretical, but also you have practice, okay? Let me share your screen for you to watch the video.
Many students make pronunciation mistakes with the ed ending of verbs in the past tense. If you learn to pronounce ed correctly, your spoken English will sound more natural. There are 3 ways to pronounce the ed ending in English. Like ed with an extra syllable, like t, and like d. Let's look at each case individually. Ed is pronounced like ed with an extra syllable after verbs ending in a T or a D sound. For example, wanted, hated, started, attempted, decided, ended, guarded, exploded. Ed is pronounced like T with no extra syllable after verbs ending in S, X, K, P, F, SH, and CH sounds. This means that the past tense of work is pronounced worked and not worked. Here are more examples. Missed, fixed, liked, stopped, laughed, brushed, watched, developed. Finally, ed is pronounced like D with no extra syllable in all other verbs. So the past tense of the verb arrive, which has 2 syllables, is arrived, which also has 2 syllables. Don't say arrived. It's incorrect. Let's practice. Cleaned, played, used, called, allowed, argued, compared, annoyed, analyzed, opened. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English. If you liked this video, please share it.
Okay. Okay, any questions about
My
it?
job is to make college easier
Sorry.
because students have a lot on their plates. Mike
Sorry.
econ major who piles on the pressure. Grammarly can help her stress less.
This term paper's got to be great. It's a third of my grade.
Your ideas are
Okay. Wait. Okay, any questions about this video, this topic actually?
I have one.
Sorry,
I have a question.
tell me.
If we pronounce wrong one of these final IDs by accident, people who talk English won't understand us, or it will just sound weird?
It depends on the word. Because of the context, so probably you, I mean, depending on the listener also, but normally it probably will sound weird, and it will sound sometimes, I mean, weird or definitely foreigner, but some other times may produce misunderstandings. Okay? But the thing is, I mean, not only if they understand you or not, I mean, if you understand them. Because if you cannot recognize the ending, you will miss part of the message. Okay, Javiera?
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question? No? Okay, I will publish the video for you to, I mean, the people that are interested in that can practice, can watch it again. It is in enlaces, okay? Okay. Well, if there are no comments or no further questions, I would like to go on with the unit that corresponds to this week. Today, we're going to start with the next unit number 3 that has to do with descriptions. Descriptions of, in this case, description of events, periods of time, descriptions in general, okay? Let's see, I would like to know, when were you born? What year were you born?
Miss Year,
Year, just a year.
2002.
2002, okay, 2000. Any other?
1999.
1999, okay, good.
2001.
Okay,
1998.
1998. Any other information? 1998, Albert Olson, 2009, 2000, 2001, okay. 1999, yeah. Well, let's see. We are going to talk about the past. If you think about, let me go to the chat again. If you think about the period, I mean the decade, I know you hadn't been born, but anyway, if you think about that decade, between 1990 and 1999, I mean the 90s, according to the films, the books, etc., that you have seen or read, what, let's see, what words do you associate with that decade? Do you understand it?
Any word? Like,
Yeah, what words do you associate with that? Yeah.
I don't know, but Britney Spears, like
Okay.
it was a really famous singer. So
Okay, Britney Spears. Who is Britney Spears?
a singer? Singer?
A
It's the
singer.
word?
Yes, she's a singer. She's a British singer, isn't she?
I don't know. I think I thought it was from USA, but
I'm
maybe
not sure. Yeah, okay, but she's a singer, definitely. Yeah. Okay, what other words do you associate with the 90s?
The Bodyguard?
Sorry,
The Bodyguard?
what is that? The film?
El guardaespaldas. Ay, no sé si lo dije mal.
The Bodyguard, but the film?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, there in that film, there is a famous singer.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, right. Okay. What else do you associate with the 90s?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, okay. Is there any object, any TV series, any, I don't know,
A cassette.
cassettes?
Yep. Or
I think
not.
they're older. Cassettes, I think, are from the 70s, 80s. Yeah, well, of course, in the 90s, people used cassettes. But there was a new thing, I mean, replacing cassettes.
the CDs, but the thing that it's not MP3, but like MP3 for CDs. What's the name of that?
Walkman? Personal?
Walkman, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, right. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the name was personal Walkman, but people call them Walkman, I think. Yeah. And there you couldn't use cassettes in Walkman. You couldn't, could you? Well, there was another thing you used that was CDs, yeah. What's about computers? Have you seen or have you heard about the way, I mean, things that were used in computers? There were no pen drives, so. No?
I know what it is, but I don't know what's the name of that.
It's a, well, the name was a floppy disk. Yeah, disquette, that was the word. Disquette, yes. Okay, what else do you associate with the 90s? Probably
The Volkswagen car, I don't know. In
Volkswagen?
Spanish is escarabajo. I don't know
Yeah,
if it
but
has
that-
a.
yeah, but that is much,
It's
much-
not so 90s.
it's from the 60s.
Yeah, but
That-
but it was still used in that decade.
Yeah, no, but that is much, much older than that. Yeah, the 60s.
Okay.
Even the 50s, I think. Late 50s. What else?
Titanic.
Sorry? Titanic. The film. Yeah, Titanic. Yeah. TV programs. No? I'm sure there are many-
Rugrats, like the Rugrats, the babies. I think it's from the 90s. Help people. The Rugrats, like no,
Right,
the
is-
series.
I
I
know
think
them,
it's
but I
like
don't
Yeah,
know.
the
early
babies.
2000s.
Yes.
Is it animation?
Oh, exactly.
Oh, it's not anime. It's like a child series
What's in it?
of
Can you write
babies.
Florencia, please?
Rugrats.
I think I had seen that, but I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's a animated series that that the plot is that a group of babies having adventures with their parents. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You can imagine that I didn't watch that in the 90s. Let's see, I can see Nicolás Conejo in your, I mean, the sticker you have in your camera. What is that?
It's from a Goofy movie. Goofy,
Nice.
the
Goofy.
dog from Mickey Mouse.
Ah, okay. No, so I was wrong. But there is, I mean, The Simpsons are from the 90s. You know The Simpsons?
Oh. Yes.
Yes,
Oh, Yeah, The
yes.
Simpsons. Lion King.
Friends.
Friends,
Also?
right.
Mm.
Friends is one, yeah. And in Friends, you can see all their, I mean, the fashion that was on at that time. Have you ever seen any pictures or movies? I mean, you can see the way people dressed?
Yes.
Maybe those elephant pants are from that decade.
It's not-
No?
No, I wouldn't say, but anyway, it's flare pants. Flare. Dumbo, yeah? I'm not sure. What is that? Bambi, okay, yeah.
The elephant with big ears.
Ears. Big ears, yes.
Ears.
Yes. Well, Lion King was. What about singers? Or groups? I
The
mean,
Spicy
bands.
Girls, maybe.
Sorry?
The Spicy Girls.
Spicy Girls, right.
Yes.
From the
Amy
90s?
Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, no.
No.
Her first album was in the 90s or not?
No, in 2003.
I'm wrong.
When she died,
2003.
she was 27 and she died not so long ago. When did she die? 2 or 3 years ago?
To 2011? 2011?
20?
20, I forgot.
2018, something like that, no?
Mm,
But not so long ago, and she was 27, so in the 90s, she must have been very little.
2011, profe.
No. Did she die in 2011? No.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just found.
Are you
I
sure?
just searched it on
Yeah?
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh,
Yeah, I think it was 10 years ago because in the Museo de la Moda
right.
in Santiago.
She died in
Yeah.
2011. Oh. I think I had a problem with the time. I feel it was yesterday and it was 10 years ago. Okay, so perhaps she was, yeah, but anyway, yeah, she was 27. So yeah, could be. I'm not sure about Amy Winehouse, if she was active in the 90s, probably late 90s. Yeah.
Celine
Okay,
Dion.
what else?
Coldplay.
Sorry?
Coldplay was born in 1995, I guess.
Who?
The
Sorry?
band? Coldplay, the British band.
Coldplay. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, Coldplay. Oasis was another one, no?
Excuse me?
Oasis.
Oh, yes, yes.
The Beach Boys.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston, yeah.
Celine Dion.
Very good, Celine Dion, yes. What about styles? Is there any style in many things that was typical from the 90s?
Like the curly hair.
Curly hair?
Yes.
Yeah. Grunge movement? Do you know that?
No, what is?
Like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nirvana is another, was another group. Is another group. Yeah.
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, yes. Okay. So you know a lot about music from that time. Yeah. Okay. In this part, we're going to see, I mean, I will ask you to watch a video, yeah, where they show a typical, a day in the life of a teenager in the 90s. Okay, so we're going to make a comparison between that time and this time. Is that okay? Be attentive to all details. Okay.
Llegó Cyber Monday de Mercado Libre. Hasta 60% de descuento y envíos gratis desde 16.990 y en 48 horas.
Okay.
hope it's good.
Aprovecha el Cyber con tu superavance girando.
That was the end. Wait.
5 millones en 48 cuotas. Banco Falabella.
Okay. Let's see. What do you think about how do you think life in the 90s was different to life now, in the case of a teenager?
For example, the telephone she had in her bedroom.
Okay. There were telephones in some bedrooms, yeah? And there were fixed telephones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hasn't got a cell phone.
Okay. No idea of cell phones. Yes. Okay. Any other difference? There are many differences, I think, or not.
The clothes.
Sorry, Cesar?
The clothes.
What happened with the clothes?
It is like more vintage.
Vintage?
Yes. Like
Okay.
she was wearing a one piece, I think that is called.
He or she, sorry.
She.
He was wearing what?
A one piece.
Can you write it, please? I don't understand what you're saying.
Is it like a gardener?
Like
How do you call it?
I think it's like
Yeah.
onesies or not.
One,
Like
sorry.
name.
Are you talking about jardinera?
Yes.
Yeah.
One piece, yes. It's the one, that is a word I know for that. Yeah? Okay, made of denim, the same as jeans. Yeah? That was, they were very fashionable and they were very trendy at that time. I remember. Okay. Any other difference?
The way they listen to music, like CD.
Okay. Yeah, her boyfriend brings a CD. Yes. Okay. What else?
She has a diary.
Okay, right. Very good. She has a diary. Yeah. What is a diary or what was it? You know? Can you explain what that is?
A book where you write anything, your secrets, your thoughts.
Yeah.
Every day.
Exactly. It's like, you keep a record of your things day by day, or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now that was something that people used. Especially I would say girls used at that time. What's about now?
When I was young, as a child, I had a diary, but not now, very long ago.
Yeah. But do you write anywhere else? In other words, no, the question is wrong. Do you continue writing anywhere, or do you stop? Did you stop writing things?
No, sometimes I need to write something, but it's not constantly.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah. When I'm fat.
In a copybook or in where?
In any paper, I think, and then I save them in ¿cómo se dice cajón?
Drawer.
What?
In a drawer.
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 Oh, okay, but you write it on a piece of paper. That's.
Yeah, but it is not.
it is very not constantly, like it is like what I really needed to write, I don't know, my feelings, and that's not all the time. It's not in every week or every month, maybe.
No, I understand, but you write it on a piece of paper, not digitally.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
No, I write by hand.
Okay. Any other difference that you noticed? Cesar wrote, the poster that she had on the wall, I think that it was about Madonna. Yeah, I couldn't read that. Probably. Well, Madonna, she started in the 80s, I think. The reloj, what is the reloj, Florencia?
Ay, que
What is the reloj?
Sorry. I don't know. What's the word?
Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about. The one she had on the night table?
Yes. It was really like with oil.
With a radio or no?
It's like a 19th, I don't know the word in English.
But, sorry, but are you talking, because here we have two possibilities. One is the one she had on her arm.
Oh, I didn't saw it. I didn't saw that.
I didn't see it. And there is another one that is on the night table.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Does anybody know that?
A clock?
It's a clock, but it's not any clock. It's a radio clock. Because you have a combination. I still have one. Yeah, it's a radio and at the same time it's a clock. Yes, it's a radio clock. Yeah, yeah, definitely that's okay. What else? But she also, I don't know if you noticed, but she had another clock on her arm, on her wrist. How do you call that? Do you understand what I mean?
A watch.
A watch. Yeah. How many people in this group wear a watch?
Now I'm using one because my grandma gave it to me like recently and I love it very much. But no, I'm not used to.
Okay.
Before that, no.
Okay, but you are using one because it's a gift. It's an important present. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember before the pandemic, when we still had face-to-face classes, I remember in a group of 20, 2 or 3, for different reasons, had a watch. I mean, wore a watch. Nobody else besides Francisca?
I don't wear watches because I'm not used to it. And I also, I always break them. I don't mean to, but like, yeah, I'm not used to it.
Okay, you're not used to doing it, to wearing them. Yeah, that is the most usual thing. Cesar says that he has one. Do you wear it, Cesar? Cesar, do you have problems with your microphone? Cesar? A little bit, okay. Okay, so here we have things that people used to, okay, here we have the word. People used to wear watches, okay? Any other thing that you, I mean, any other element or thing that you noticed that to think that life was different in the 90s?
I noticed the strict parents about boyfriends or men in the room, but it also happens sometimes now, but I think in the 90s was more than now.
Okay, okay, good point, Francisca. Yeah, there is, I mean, a point there in noticing how strict parents used to be, more than now. As a, yeah, no boyfriends in the rooms. And what about now? Can you invite, for example, your boyfriends or girlfriends to stay in your bedrooms or not?
In my house, yeah, but also I live only with my mom. For many years ago, my father don't live with me. I think I say it very wrong, but
yeah, but your mom.
So I don't know. I don't know how it could be my life with my father here because it is jealous. Yeah, but he's not in here, so my mom is more relaxed or sorry.
But your mom
not more relaxed, but more comprensible. I don't know how to say that.
No, comprensiva.
Comprensiva, perdón. Understanding.
Or open-minded, maybe?
Open-minded and understanding, yeah.
Open-minded? Oh, okay, but that is not very usual, I think, among Chilean mothers, or not? Okay, so, okay, she's more open-minded. Does anybody else, or can anybody else invite boyfriends or girlfriends to stay? No?
I can't, I suppose. My parents, both of my parents are very chill.
Are very what? Sorry?
Chill, like open-minded too.
Okay, okay. Yeah, in my times, whatever, I mean, in the 90s and, well, not even the 80s would have been a disaster, I think. I mean, to call the police, something like that. Okay, any other difference that you notice, I mean, in the way teenagers used to live at that time?
Miss, I have one.
Yes.
And in that times, I think they were more free of technological dependence, or they have less dependence than today.
Sorry, I didn't understand you well, Javiera. They had what? Less dependence?
Less dependence of technology, or less than today.
Less dependent on technology.
The dependence, I think, they were free, of cell phones and the dependence and addiction to social media.
Okay, so in that, okay, well, there was not much technology, so it was difficult to be dependent. But certainly there was, they couldn't be dependent. Now people are far more dependent on technology than in the 90s, yeah?
And today we use cell phones for everything, like alarm clock, to listen to music, talk with friends.
Yeah. There was something that I don't know if you noticed when the female friend starts doing the girls' hair and they were talking. Do you think that now it's so usual to invite friends in instead of, I don't know, talking about WhatsApp or, talking virtually, not face-to-face?
In my case, yes.
Guess what?
I invite my friends in my house and they invite me by my closest friends, not like everyone.
Yeah. So in that sense would be more or less the same as in the video, not much difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm usually to do the makeup of my friends, but not the hair.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that now, because of the pandemic, we kind of get used to talk virtually, and now we are like getting to be more normal. And I think people still on that, like, it's so comfortable and you don't have to even wake, like, I don't know how to say.
Yeah,
You can be just laying in your bed and talking to someone instead of like going to their houses. I think that has changed in a lot of people.
Okay. So do you mean that probably in the future this will be, I mean, without a pandemic, people will continue doing it? Is that?
Yeah. And I see that on the young generations. I mean, I have a young sister and she's always like talking by video chat. Even before the pandemic. And that's not so normal in our generations and on the older ones.
And how old is your sister?
She's 13.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's quite normal. Like they used to talk by video chat.
Yeah.
It's like they don't even question that.
So quarantine and pandemic was not that serious for them.
Yeah.
Not that terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other comments about the video? No? Okay. I would like to show you a video where people talk about technology, okay? Wait a minute. I have so many. Wait a minute. Here. Okay, the digital revolution, right? You're going to exactly to talk about how technology has changed our lives. Okay, this is a conversation between Alice and Amy's. Okay, they have a debate about what we have gained and lost in the digital age. Okay, you're going to listen to them. It's not a video, it's a tape. Okay, please listen, take notes, and then we're going to see what you think about it. Okay. Here.
This is BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to The Great Debate with me, Mike. Now here on the show, we discuss the important topics of the day and give you listeners the chance to vote for what you agree with. In the studio today with me, I have Alice.
Hello.
And Amith.
Hi.
Now here's the deal. Each of our guests this morning has 30 seconds to argue their point of view. Then we hand it over to you at home to decide who was the most convincing. The topic we're discussing today is modern technology has made our lives much better. Arguing for this motion, we have Alice. Alice, are you ready?
Yes, absolutely, Mike. I'm always ready.
Can I have 30 seconds on the clock? Alice, when I say go, you'll have half a minute to convince us all that modern technology is indeed a wonderful thing. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, firstly, smartphones are fantastic because we have everything we need at the touch of a button. We can access any information we need 24 hours a day. They help us stay in touch with our friends and family when we live far away from each other. But I've got friends in Asia and Africa and family in Australia. It's so far away. It used to take months for a letter to reach the other side of the world. Now I can message or email and they receive it instantly. We can even video call, which feels like we're in the same place.
And your time is up.
Oh no!
Thank you for that, Alice. Amith, she argued her case well, didn't she?
Yes, but I disagree on some points.
Well, now we're going to hear from you arguing against the motion. Amith, when I say go, you'll have half a minute to argue your case. Tell us why you think modern technology is not all that great. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm old school. Life used to be so much simpler when we didn't have to rely on all these stupid technology. I used to like going to the library. I love the feeling of books and writing letters, but now it's all about social network, which I find absolutely bizarre. We didn't used to have to rely on our phones to remember our phone numbers. We used to be able to disconnect. Now it's all about sharing your daily life on social network. Technology is way too fast to keep up to date with, so I have to disagree with Alice.
Stop. And another very convincing argument. So, who do we think has won the great debate this time?
Me.
No, my case was definitely stronger.
No,
Well,
my case was.
sorry, both of you. It's actually down to our listeners to decide. Tell us what you think at home at bbclearningenglish.com. That's all from the great debate this time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Who do you think that won the debate? Alice or Amis? Hello?
Alice was the girl?
Yes. Who do you think?
I think it was.
Let's see, raise your hand to talk everybody at the same time. Raise your hands. Okay, Camila Diaz.
I think they both have good points. Like technology help you with communications with people in other countries that before was difficult or you had to wait months to receive a letter or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the technology advanced so fast that that some people are left behind, or they don't have the capacity or to adapt so fast to the changes. Like, like I think my parents or my grandpa, for them it's difficult to do some stuff in the computer or in the cell phone, and they don't have time to adjust to that change before something new come out, and they have to adjust to that, and it's difficult.
Okay.
So I don't know who can win. They both had good points. It's for me, it's like same.
Okay, good, Camila. Any other opinion? Are you there? Are you still there? Camila Toro.
Yeah, I think Ahmed he gave more arguments. Like Alice, she just said, like you can have your phone, like you can communicate with people the 24 hours a day, and you can talk to people from everywhere. But Ahmed, on the other side, he said that he thinks that, okay, so first he said he was kind of more old school. That's why he didn't like it, but he said life was more simple, and now people depend or rely on their phones to talk to another people, and that now is more difficult from disconnect from, or to be connected to the real life.
It's more difficult to be connected to real life.
Yeah, I think he gave more arguments.
Okay, so you think he won the debate?
Kind of, yeah, but I think both points of view are really, like, they are they, I don't know how to say, se complementan?
They complement each other.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see, Carolina Pinto, what do you think?
Well, I think both points were strong, but I think Alice, I don't know if she won the debate, but I agree with her because technology help us to communicate with each other. And for example, for online classes, if we haven't got technology, we couldn't be, online classes wouldn't be possible, and the pandemic would have been so difficult for study, for example. But on the other hand, I think nowadays almost everybody depends so much on technology, and I don't know if it's like an addiction to social media or to cell phones, and I think it's like an arma de doble filo. I don't know how to say
It's
that.
a double-edged weapon, yeah.
Yeah, because it connects us with people that live far from us, for example, but it also disconnects us with the reality. Or, for example, sometimes we meet with friends and we are always using our cell phones, and that is so, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. So,
yeah. Sometimes you can
that's
see
what-
couples in a restaurant, for example, and they went in a bar and they went for a drink and they don't even look at each other. Each one is looking at his or her telephone. So I don't know why they went out. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it doesn't have sense to me.
it's terrible. Yeah. Okay, but on the other hand, as you said, I mean, we would have been, I don't know, with classes postponed, I don't know, frozen for 1 year and a half, 2 years almost. Yeah. Okay, good, Carolina. Well, apparently there is, I mean, these two extreme points, because we have, yeah, both persons have a point in their debate. Let's see, I would like to continue discussing this, and we're going to practice how to use, it's redundant, but we're going to practice next Thursday. We're going to see how to use used to, okay? We're going to go on with this video, I mean, with this topic, but practicing different tenses. Is that okay? Any questions or comments?
Miss?
Yes.
I don't know if anybody said that most of the people here, we have ecology.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a terreno. I don't know how to say it in English.
When?
Yeah, and Thursday, so we can assist the class.
You can attend. Assist means help.
Okay, attend.
Attend. How many people here cannot come on Thursday?
I don't know. Okay, we are not that much.
That many. Okay, anyway, if there is one student, I will have the class the same, but the recording will be available.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hope to see you, some of you, I mean, on Thursday, and the others next week. Okay.
I have a question.
Tell me.
Do we have to post a blog this weekend?
No, not this week, because I will not have time to mark it, because I have to mark the videos.
Okay.
Okay, so next week you will do the post, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, have a nice week. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye, Miss. Thank you.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.